Hello everyone, it's me, Epix What If, and today we have another episode on What If Naruto was a full Uzumaki. Why am I doing this series continuously? I don't know, I just feel like I enjoy this more. Anyway, so we left off the previous episode on Naruto being kidnapped by a mysterious figure who had shadow clones. Who is this person? I don't know, we'll find out in this episode, I hope, if I don't forget it. Well, fortunately, I have not forgotten it, so we're going to be discussing it right now. Now, after Naruto was kidnapped and taken to this, damp location that Naruto could sense the, cold, damp despair that caves usually resonate with. So anyway, we're going to continue off right now. What do you think is going to happen? I do not know. Well, Naruto is going to be introduced, I suppose, to this person. Yes, so the mask on Naruto's head is taken off, and Tada in front of him is a man with long hair, sexy eyes, and black and red robes. Who is this person, Naruto is wondering, and the person introduces himself right on cue. Hello, Naruto. I am Itachi Uchiha. I'm certain you know of my brother, Sasuke Uchiha. Now, Naruto obviously knows of the great Itachi Uchiha. And Naruto is already worried because last he heard Itachi was a genocidal maniac who had killed an entire clan, including his family. He left his brother for dead, or rather left his brother crying for his parents and all that jazz. Alone in the world, abandoned, orphaned, all that shit. So he's a bit worried. Is he gonna kill him? I don't know. Well, Naruto in his mind is considering the possibilities. So, what reason could he have for bringing me here? I mean, if he wanted to kill me, I'd already be dead, so that's probably not it. Does he want something from me? But then again, what could I give this man? Oh dear, this is not going to end well for me, is it? And Naruto stands up, looks at Itachi and asks him, So, wanna tell me why I'm in a cave in nowhere? Itachi smiles at Naruto and says, Well, Naruto, it's fairly simple. I want to help you. Wait, what? Alright, sure. So, Naruto, I wish to help you in your future endeavors, I suppose. I realize that you're a good friend of my brother, and I do owe some things to some people, so I suppose I'm here to train you, Naruto. Naruto is confused at this. He's like, wait, what the fuck? Why would he train me? What does he owe to whom? Why does Sasuke come into this? What factor is he playing? I don't know. So anyway, Naruto, still reluctant and still thinking of an idea to escape, does agree so that Itachi doesn't kill him right away. Now, Naruto, over the span of 2 months, is going to be training with Itachi in that cave. Of course, he's going to be allowed to go outside for hunting, but for some reason, Naruto feels he shouldn't run. He feels Itachi can be trusted no matter what reason, but probably because he hasn't killed him yet, so, there's that. Anyway, so Naruto is taken back, goes back into the cave after 2 months, it's been about 2 months after fishing, he's coming back to the cave, and he sees Itachi looking a bit tired. And Itachi doesn't notice Naruto at first, so, while he thinks he's alone, he starts coughing, and he's all over looking like a very sick boy. Naruto notices this and asks Itachi if he's alright and what's going on. Itachi, knowing that lying is not really the best option right now, tells Naruto, Well, Naruto, you see, I guess I'm dying. I have a sickness and it's slowly eating away at me. Naruto, confused at first, does ask, Wait, what illness? I've never seen you sick before this day. Itachi, simply tells Naruto, I have no idea, Naruto. I'm just sick. Naruto, over the past 2 months, has grown attached to Itachi, and Itachi, vice versa, I suppose. So, both of them do somewhat care for each other, and Itachi doesn't want to worry Naruto too much after telling Naruto that there's a sickness that's killing him, because Itachi tends to do that to people that he cares for. Not the brightest person when it comes to his own people, I suppose. Anyway, so, Itachi just calms Naruto down. Don't worry, Naruto, I'll survive this. I'll survive worse things. Anyway, so how's your fishing gone? Caught any fish lately? And, Naruto and Itachi cook some fishes and eat it, and after 2 months and blah blah blah, The village is a bit worried. Most of Naruto's friends are worried. Sasuke, Shikamaru, Choji, all that jazz. They're a bit worried as Naruto hasn't shown back up into the village in 2 fucking months, but they're still told that, Jiraiya is training Naruto by Kakashi just to ease them down. Well, Kakashi knows Jiraiya is not teaching them right now. Jiraiya's session with Naruto ended like 2 fucking months ago. But he has to make sure that the children are not worried, and, rightfully so. But Shikamaru is a bit confused, and obviously he would be. So he starts questioning things like, why on earth is Naruto still away? His training should have been over ages ago, the fucking tuning exams are about to start, and by this point, everybody who's gone outside the village to train has already returned, and Naruto should be here. But he's a tad bit too lazy to continue on the thought process and leaves it be. So anyway, after 2 to 3 months of training with Itachi, Naruto has mastered the Shadow Clone, has learned about the QB and its powers, and has managed to control a bit of it. Naruto's chakra control is still much better than what he was going into this entire training session, and of course Naruto knows a few things about the genjutsus and how to break genjutsu. Itachi feels he would be needed. Something tells him, Itachi says to Naruto, something tells me you're going to need that genjutsu trick, Naruto. And Itachi tells him this very simple trick: if you hurt yourself, then you immediately snap out of a genjutsu. Most of those, at least. Anyway, so, Itachi tells Naruto, well, Naruto, it's about time I do. I have other things to tend to, and I think your tuning exams are about to start, so you better go back to the village. And don't worry, nobody's going to kidnap you this time. I think. I'm pretty positive no one's going to kidnap you. And Naruto emotionally bids farewell to Itachi and goes back to the village. Now Naruto, obviously just pops back in the village, and everybody's a bit confused, like, where the fuck were you, Naruto? Like, the fucking tuning exams are about to start. Are you even willing to apply? Are you capable of applying? How was the training session with Jiraiya? And Naruto's like, Jiraiya? Well, of course, Itachi's still a rogue ninja, so I suppose I can't tell them about him. Tell them about him. Holy fuck, what am I doing? Anyway. So Naruto says, well, the training session with Jiraiya was lovely. The Pervy Sage was amazing. He was stupendous. He taught me a lot of things. And let's leave it at that because I want everything else to be a secret. So anyway, just to top it off right now, let's see what Naruto's learned. Naruto's learned how to use his Shadow Clones. He's learned the Rasengan, at least a pseudo version. He's learned a lot about genjutsu and how to counter them. He's learned a lot of optical illusions, essentially genjutsu once more. He kinda uses the same thing that Itachi does with his crows, so the substitution. Itachi uses the crows, Naruto mostly uses leaves, like ninja, I suppose. He feels crows are a bit unpredictable at times, so as long as he's near a forest or near trees, leaves are gonna be falling down, and Naruto's gonna disappear in the leaves. Kinda cool as well. If nothing else, he has other things to disappear through. He keeps... kinda like Itachi keeps his crows, I suppose. He keeps a few crows with him as well, somehow. I don't know how it works properly, anyway. So Naruto and Sasuke reunite after 2 months. Yay! And Sasuke immediately challenges him to a battle to see, in Goku's words, let's gauge your power level! So kinda like that, I suppose. And Naruto and Sasuke train it out, duke it out. Sasuke and Naruto are still fairly evenly matched because Sasuke can train a lot as well with Kakashi. So, it's a good fight, and it ends pretty well, I suppose. And, well, that's going to be it for Sasuke and Naruto now. The tuning exams are going to be starting. I do hope I'm here. Okay, I am here, I suppose. So the tuning exams are going to start, and of course the first few phases are still similar to the original. The writing test Naruto does fairly averagely. He's not as stupid as he was in the original, but he's not the brightest bulb. So he does a fairly decent performance, and they all pass that. Well, no sweat, I suppose. Then comes along the team segment where they go through the jungle and reach the fucking checkpoint. Now, Naruto had sensed something weird in the atmosphere. Naruto had sensed a very, very dangerous aura around because, he can sense those, I think. Anyway, Naruto, then during the fucking tuning exams, the forest mission, Naruto has a plan. So he's going to be marking out a few people. He's going to be leaving a transformed Shadow Clone So he can essentially follow the Shadow Clone's, little chakra trail that it's going to leave behind, kind of like using a magical woolen thread to traverse a magical labyrinth. If you know, you know. Anyway, so Naruto, follows this trail anyway. While he was selecting a team for this whole Shadow Clone disposal, he comes across this team from the sand with a red-haired boy, a fairly cute girl, and a shockingly weird other boy. Now, the red-haired boy had a gigantic box of sand, I suppose, on his back, and for some reason, that boy scared the fucking shit out of him. The way that kid looked at him, it was just like a fucking psychopath. He was just like eyeing his prey. Naruto could tell that the guy, whoever he was eyeing him down like a fucking prey for slaughter. He was not happy with this. Anyway, he finds a fairly weak-looking team. It just goes like, hey, congratulations on passing your freaking exams. I hope you guys have the best chances in this labyrinth test, I suppose. And leaves the fucking transformed Shadow Clone as a little pin on his bag. And well, that team goes, and Naruto and Sasuke and Sakura follow. Is Sakura still in the team? I'm gonna say she is. I think she's in this one. Or was it somebody else? Holy fuck, did I change it? Well, it doesn't really matter, she doesn't do much. So, Naruto, Sasuke, and Side Chick, so they follow this trail and they go in the forest. And they easily find this team, and Naruto takes them out, and he's like, well, I did wish you good luck, so I hope that counts up for this, yay! They took the Heaven Earth Scroll and they walk away. Now, while walking away, Naruto, Sasuke sense something. They dodge, and a gigantic snake barrels through the forest right in front of them, destroying everything that stood in its path. Naruto and Sasuke are immediately frightened and they look around. They find out that this is another person, a person who dresses like a genin from the Sand Village. Now, Naruto and Sasuke are immediately on standby and on stance, ready to fight back. This person comes along like, hey, Naruto, Sasuke, and Side Chick, who I don't quite know who it is yet because I forgot and I'm too lazy to check it out. I hope you're ready for me. That sounds a bit wrong, but then again, it's Orochimaru, everything he says sounds wrong. Anyway, so Naruto and Sasuke prepare for the fight, with Sasuke using fireball juices immediately upon the person and Naruto using a gale palm to amplify the fire, essentially adding wind to the flame. Fanning the flame, I suppose that's a better metaphor. I don't know. Naruto and Sasuke do a decent amount of damage, but the opponent they're facing is Orochimaru, so he immediately dodges them and gets out. Orochimaru attacks Naruto and Sasuke, bang bang bang, look at that, what a fight. It's gonna be an intense fight. Naruto using his Shadow Clones to try Orochimaru around, and Sasuke using his fucking ninja wires, after which Sasuke and Naruto both fire on it with gale palms and fireball jutsus, which burn away everything, and then it's revealed that it's nothing more than a clay piece, I don't know, it's like a substitution, and the person has already escaped, and Orochimaru attacks them from above with snakes and shit, and Sasuke and Naruto fight back real well, and both of them are defending him, after which point Orochimaru just stops. Now, Naruto and Sasuke were tired beyond hell, and Side Chick was, she was helping in the sense that every now and then she would distract Orochimaru. Yes, that's a decent work, I suppose. I don't know. I think it's Sakura, but I'm not 100% sure because I remember changing her out in another What If. God damn it, I need to keep better track of these things. Anyway, so Naruto and Sasuke battled it out, and after a while get tired, and Orochimaru just stops. Now, he could have finished them off, don't get me wrong, he could have. But for some reason, he doesn't do so. Then Orochimaru takes off the mask of this Genin, smiles towards Naruto and Sasuke, claps his hands, and goes, well, Naruto and Sasuke and Side Chick, you three passed this test, you may walk on. So essentially, if you guys don't know what this was about, Orochimaru was testing them out, as every other team was also tested with a Jody. Gaara's team got it easy because Gaara straight up demolished this person, and, well, let's just say, for the sake of saying, let's say it was Ibizu Sensei. Ibisu got completely wrecked by Gaara. Naruto and Sasuke's team, well, they got Orochimaru because essentially they're one of the stronger teams in this year. Naruto being an Uzumaki, Sasuke being an Uchiha. Both of them have family heritages that are shockingly prestigious and shockingly overpowered. So, they had to choose a stronger opponent for them. And well, Orochimaru declares them passing this round and they pass on to the next one. Essentially, Orochimaru's, well, he's a decently good guy, I suppose. I'll explain the lore later on. Anyway, so Naruto and Sasuke go to the final stage. They meet Iruka Sensei, give him the two scrolls. Orochimaru gives him the letter of recommendation almost. And well, they pass on to the final round, which is going to be the tournament arc. So we'll stay tuned for that in the next episode, which I hope will be soon. I'm playing way too many games, I'm too bored to record anything. It's just weird, I suppose. I'll see you guys in the next one soon enough. Until then, peace out, stay safe, I suppose, and don't let the beer virus take you down, because, well, I need you guys for my channel. And I care for you. Stay safe, lads. I'll see you guys in the next one.